Pinterest is an amazing place to do research for print on demand. It has amazing ideas, memes, funny designs that could be turned into t-shirts. And not only that, it also has social proof behind these pins, meaning a lot of people pin them, share them, like them, comment on them. So it's kind of like a social platform for ideas that you can make designs from. And the problem is, as you're scrolling through these results naturally right here, you don't really know which of these pins is the most popular. There's no statistics, and you also can't sort them by most popular at all, which is super annoying. But Jose, some of you know him as iScale Labs, has a solution for this. He built and released an amazing Chrome extension. I'm going to show you in this video. I've just enabled it and refreshed this page, and now you can see not only the likes up here, but you can see how many times something has been reacted to, shared, repinned, how many comments are on these posts, how old they are, and not only that, you can also sort them by most popular. And I'm going to click this right here just so you see the example. This is now going to go through 4 pages of pins and sort them, I believe, by the ones that have been liked the most. There we go, 119 pins captured, and there we go. Now we have the one with 43,000 likes right here at the top and 32,000. So this is a great way for you to figure out what do people like, what's viral on Pinterest. And not all of these ideas are going to work for t-shirts, for POD, but you can find some real gems in here that don't exist yet on Amazon or on Etsy or wherever you're selling your designs. And there is a bunch of different ways to use this tool. I have some tips and tricks for it. I've been using it for probably like a year now. Jose has had this for a while. He's just only recently released it to the public. And I can say that I've been getting a lot of sales with ideas that I've found through the help of this tool. And first off, before I show you some tips on how to use it effectively, I'm going to show you how to install it. You can download the Chrome extension on this page right here. I will have a link to it in the description. And I know this probably looks really weird if you've never used GitHub. All this means is that the project is open source, meaning you can download the actual code. The Chrome extension is going to be your own if you go to code and download zip. And that has a few benefits. It means that, first of all, you don't have to be worried about your data being sent off to some server. I know some of you are worried about that. And it also means that you can make changes to this Chrome extension yourself and just update it locally in case you're using Claude or Codex or whatever. Then this might be a handy advantage. And once you've downloaded it right here with the zip file, you need to extract that zip file. To click into the folder right here until you see all of these files. Then you want to copy the path right here, and then you need to go to manage extensions right here in your Chrome browser. Make sure to have developer mode enabled, and then click load unpacked. And this is where you want to paste that path right here that you just copied. And then if you click select folder, it should open up Pinterest right here and have it added essentially as one of your new Chrome extensions. A little bit of a fiddly installation, but this means the extension is all yours. And now if you refresh your Pinterest tab, you should see all of the overlays and this banner across the top that says Pinterest. That means it worked, it was installed successfully. And you will also notice that when I hover over these pins right here, it actually shows me a large preview. This is really handy for doing research, but it's not part of the Pinterest Chrome extension. This is actually a separate free Chrome extension called Hover Zoom. I will leave a link to this down below as well. Really handy. It basically zooms into images that you hover over. Very simple but helpful. By the way, you can hide the overlays that show you how many times something has been pinned, etc. They can sometimes be a bit intrusive if you're trying to read, the phrases on these pins. That's why it's quite handy that you can hide them right here. Now, if you don't use Pinterest a lot in your research process, like me, then your feed might not look like this. I, by default, get a lot of stuff that looks kind of like t-shirt designs, and I know there is some like trademark stuff mixed in here. Obviously, you will have to ignore that and filter it out yourself. But in your case, it might not look like this by default, the home feed, I mean. In that case, you can also provide a seed term right here. So you could type in funny shirts or funny mugs, funny posters. You can go to different categories and just hit go right here, and it's going to search once again through multiple pages. If you click sort pins right here, first of all, it just filters out what you search for. So this is funny shirts in this case. And you can also have it sorted by different stats. So if you prefer to see the most pinned pins, the ones that have been repinned the most or commented on the most, or maybe ones that were last active, because some of these might be quite old. If you look at the overlay, you're probably going to see, this is 1 year old. So that might be an idea that's not interesting anymore to people. This one's only 2 weeks though. This one's 2 weeks, 2 weeks right here. So you can essentially sort by different things. We can try repins. You can also increase the amount of pages that it searches through. So let's go and click sort pins right here. And now it's going to do 7 pages. Going to take a bit longer, obviously, but you can always do something else on the side on another screen. This does run in the background. Right, it's finished sorting, and we've got 4,000 repins for this one at the top. That is pretty crazy. Doesn't even seem like a very interesting shirt to me. Then we've got this one at 2,000 repins. Can't even see what the shirt says. Not sure why that's so popular. 7 months old. A 1 year old on this one, but there is some really good ideas that you can find with this tool. For example, I don't get distracted, I go on side quests. That seems like a pretty good phrase for me. Not just that I go on side quests, but I don't get distracted, I do something, I do X. Like, that's going to work for a million different niches or topics. And even this phrase itself, you could try and design that with like a gaming spin, like add some gaming graphics in there. I have seen some side quest type of shirts working on Amazon, but not with this specific phrase. So there's always ways you can take these ideas further, apply them to other niches, or just create a different design with the phrase that's proven right here on Pinterest. This is only 1 month old and it's got 140 repins. That's a really good sign. Also, quick tip about this tool. What's really cool is you can click into one of these pins. Let's say you like this one, and then you can have this page right here with all of these suggested kind of adjacent pins also sorted. So we can change this again to repins, for example, go through a few pages right here, click sort, and now it's going to find similar stuff to that one you just clicked on, which is another way to kind of go deeper and dig for ideas down a different path without really providing a seed term, but instead just providing like a seed pin in a sense that you originally clicked on. So this is now running through over probably 200 pins here, now 150 captured. Let's see what it finds for us. Goosebumps, I've seen that one before. This is why I wanted to stay home. There's a lot of stickers here mixed in. Sometimes these come from Redbubble, sometimes they come from Etsy or other platforms. Sometimes they're just random designs from the internet that are not even on a POD marketplace yet. What I would also recommend to you is search for memes. Like I've already got this suggested right here, cat meme, or you could say, dog meme, because we have seen a lot of memes make it onto shirts and go viral. So if we click go on this, it should bring us back to the homepage. Yep, here we go. And whilst I wouldn't post any of these as they are, again, some of these phrases, if I hide the overlay, some of these phrases might work well if you turn the design in the phrase into more of a t-shirt design style. Like, this is my stick, you can't has it. That's pretty cute. If you make a puppy design with that phrase, I could see it selling. And like, how many times do we see memes now with different animals on t-shirts? Like the selfie trend, that niche does really well. So maybe you can get some ideas here as well for the kind of selfie style t-shirt niche. Or look at this one right here. Click back on overlays, see how much this one has. Okay, this doesn't have a lot of likes or anything, but I still like the idea of doing this with dog breeds. The happy, sad, laughing, angry, afraid. Really good concept. Could work with different dog breeds, and we haven't even sorted this yet. So once again, I sort this. Let's try last activity, see what that shows us. Right, and here we go. These are now a mixture of some not so popular and more popular pins, and they're sorted by the interaction. So what is recently, I think, being liked or commented on. So you're going to see a different set of memes or whatever you search for in this case. So just what I'm trying to say here is there is so many different ways to sort these, so many different C terms that could find you design ideas for POD. There's memes, there is different product types. You could look for jokes, for quotes, inspirational stuff. There's literally endless opportunity to search and to sort right here. And this is only one part of the extension. There is more to it, because not only does it, search whatever you've typed in right here, it actually saves everything. Every time you sort pins right here, it saves them and you can download them as a CSV file. You can also, in the settings right here, configure after how many pins it's going to automatically download a CSV file so that you can use that data to help train an AI, or to just come back to it later and say, hey, this is my research on dog memes and help me come up with ideas or design some shirts based on these. Give that to your Claude or whatever tool you work with and see what it comes up with. You can get a lot of data really quickly with Pinterest, and you can go even faster if you go on automation right here and you can queue up multiple search terms. So this is where it gets really interesting. So you could say there's some suggestions here like boho wall art. Why not? You could say funny Christmas gifts. You could say present for dad. Funny quotes. Cat memes. Gen Alpha memes. Why not? Funny shirts for gamers. I don't know. There's like a million different things you can type in and find ideas for, and you can add them to the queue and they show up like this. You can run them just individually, or you can run the entire queue in different intervals, and essentially it's going to do this for you automatically in the background. It takes a while to do it this way because it's waiting in between the pulls, so you don't get like timed out by Pinterest. But this is an amazing way to collect data that will help you make better designs or make unique designs that are not on the marketplace yet. And it just runs for you. You come back to it in half an hour and it's actually searched all of these on Pinterest. So you don't actually have to be there. That's the idea. So rather than you having to type one thing in at a time, wait for it to load, look through the ideas, this just is in the background. It downloads as a CSV for you. And then you've got the data there and you can take it over or hand it over to your AI. I'm going to cancel that right here because it's going to take a while. And boho wall art is not really the niche that I typically get into. It's just an example. And last but not least, there is a really important button up here, local catalog. Once you've ran a few searches and sorted the pins, this opens up a new tab. And this shows everything that you've previously searched for because it's all saved on your computer. Very, very smart. I've never seen anyone do this. Like Jose is definitely very innovative with his tools because this is basically your own little local database of research. And with this tab, you can filter through it really effectively. So you can look at the different terms that you search for, like dog meme, funny shirts. You can insert a seed term right here. So just meme. If you want to, if you search for cat memes, dog memes, horse memes, you can have all the memes filtered out like this. You can sort by different things like repins, reactions, comments, last activity. There's a ton of options to sort through this. You can see more or less pins per page because you will get, I already have 1,300 just from recording this video. You can group by design. I don't know what that means. There's like tons of filters here. You can download the images. So this example with the husky that I read out before, download the image and then use it as a reference for your AI or whatever you use. It's just really, really cool. Makes a lot of sense. I love the idea. And I know this is only like a small part of what Jose is working on and releasing to the public. So show him some love. I'll leave his YouTube channel down below as well, along with the link obviously to Pinterest and the other Chrome extension that I mentioned. Huge props to him. He's the GOAT. Let me know in the comments as well how you find this tool, if it helps you find some good ideas. I hope it's going to be helpful to you. It definitely has been for me. It gives me a lot of inspiration and ideas in a very short space of time. In case you missed it, I also created a free tool for print-on-demand sellers recently. I launched it a couple of weeks back. It's called Merch Forge, and it helps you go from a low quality AI design all the way to print-ready files with SEO in a matter of seconds and just a few single clicks of a button. So if you want to learn how to use Merch Forge, check out this video tutorial right here. It's a massive game changer, saves a lot of time, and it's super easy to use.